On November 6th, Lisa, what is wrong with me today? What's wrong
I
with
don't
us
know.
today?
No, I'm doing all right. No, for me, I'm doing okay. And I'm sober. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Nam nhẹ hồ đây nhẹ. Nam nhẹ hồ đây nhẹ.
And see, I was about to,
My bad, you got
I
it.
was about to go for it. Okay.
Greetings, strangers. I got nothing. I was about to go in. I can't. That's what I get. I was coming in, trying to come in hot with full enthusiasm, and I got nothing. I'm Britt,
And I'm Dee.
and welcome to another episode of It's a Strange World After All, the podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange. Earth is still ghetto, and it just keeps getting worse and worse, but we are here to bring you some joy. Well, dang. Dang,
Dang,
well,
not.
today's episode is not joy. Just seeing our faces, hearing our voices is joy enough.
Yes.
Yes.
And also, well, I don't know how joyous this would be for us, but Beyonce announced her tour.
No, Beyonce.
We are
No, Beyonce.
broke.
No,
Well,
don't
I don't
speak
want to
that
put that out
over.
there. I was,
Yeah, don't speak that over our life. We is not broke. We is living life abundantly. Number one. That's number one.
yes.
I
We
mean,
just,
if you know,
well, she
Afterpay
hasn't announced the
Klarna,
dates.
that
Oh,
too.
yeah. True.
Yeah,
True.
Afterpay Klarna. As long as those are, and as long as everybody else is in similar financial situations, then outside of bots, which they kind of been cracking down on the bot situation. Hopefully, it won't sell out
Have
quick.
they?
They supposedly had. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
I was like, we should. She probably would never see it. Just start like making videos and being like, tag Beyonce. We've never been to a Beyonce concert. We have to do it before we die. Well, I've never been.
Yeah, I've never been either. But I
Okay.
mean, she does have her people that are on social media.
Okay. Hear
So
us. Support black art, support black content creators.
yes.
We've never seen her
Yes.
except for that one time at the movie theater when we went to go see the Renaissance movie. But
Oh,
other than that,
it did.
no.
We want to be there in person this time.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's get back to what the show is about. Oh, and it
Okay.
is still Black History Month. So we are
Yes.
continuing to share in a world where DEI is slipping. We are continuing to share our stories, our voices. Your stories matter. Your voices matter.
Yes. And in today's episode, we discuss the Grady Memorial Hospital abductions. For those who don't know, this is in Atlanta.
Had you heard about this before you did the research?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about this when I was doing the research for the Atlanta child murders. I came across this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking because I listened to another podcast where they were discussing um just like the conditions of the hospital during that time and how a lot of the abductions occurred during like the crack epidemic and things like that, and then it made me think of the Atlanta child murders, and I was like, I wonder if any like are connected in a way to that. I don't know.
It was around the same time frame, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah. Late 70s to late 90s. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
From 1978 to 1996, 7 infants were abducted from Grady Memorial Hospital. 5 were recovered within hours or weeks of their abduction. An additional child was abducted from the home of his mother after the kidnapper followed her from Grady. This child was Raymond Lamar Green Jr.
In 1978, 16-year-old Donna Green gave birth to Raymond Lamar Green Jr. While Donna was watching Raymond through the nursery window, she met an African American woman who called herself Lisa Morris. Lisa said she was visiting her sister who had just given birth. Lisa was described as 23 or 24 years old, 5 feet 5 inches or 5 feet 6 inches, and 160 to 170 pounds. She had light brown skin, a small nose, full lips, and dark eyes. She had a scar on the right side of her face, scars on her temple, and a mole on her left cheek. So they have um, a sketch of him, like an age progress. I can't even get it.
You do it. You
An
got it.
age progression sketch of him, of the
Yes.
baby, and then they
Okay.
have her.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Donna and Lisa went back to Donna's hospital room to talk. Lisa began asking questions about Donna and her baby. She visited 2 more times before Donna and Raymond were discharged on November 3rd. Lisa asked Donna for a ride home and she agreed. The person who picked Donna up dropped her off first in the 1300 block of Maury Avenue.
On November 6th, Lisa showed up at Donna's apartment unannounced, saying she wanted to see how they were doing. Donna let her in, and about an hour later, she went to take a shower. Lisa was left in the living room with Donna's brother, Tony Thompson, Raymond, and Donna's nephew, Mike. Tony said he was holding Mike on his shoulder when he and the baby started to doze off. Raymond started crying, so Lisa picked him up and took him outside.
All right, I just want to preface this because you know it's 2025. You got to clear things up when you speak. I'm not, what I'm about to say is in no way victim blaming anybody. I just want to point out the fact that you can tell that this is just a different time
Mm-hmm.
because from the moment from the hospital and inviting her into her room, I don't even know. I just had a baby. I'm wiped. I don't even know that I would invite a stranger into my hospital room, let alone my home. And it's just wild. We've talked about it before. They were hitchhiking. They were out here
Mm-hmm.
hitchhiking in the 70s. It's just crazy
Yeah.
with a different time and how trusting these people were. That's it.
And then again, she was 16, so she was probably, I don't know, she was younger. So,
Oh,
yeah.
did was her mom? I guess there's never any mention of her mom, huh? Or a female.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so maybe she was
Mm-mm.
looking to her as like a
That's what
mother
I
figure
got from
type.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got from it. Yeah. Because she
Ugh.
was pretty young.
Okay. Okay. Ugh, ugh. When Donna came back downstairs, Lisa and Raymond were gone. She went outside to look for them, and a neighbor told her she saw Lisa carrying Raymond, and they got into the passenger side of a brown vehicle. Donna has never seen her son again.
I don't know. Because her brother was there. Because I was like, why would she, again, she was young, but I was like, why would she go upstairs and leave her baby down there? But her brother was there. So,
Yeah.
and then I was like, he probably felt like guilty because he probably didn't even think anything of it. Because when I was doing the research, I was like, oh, she probably took him outside so he wouldn't wake the other baby up. And so that's probably what the brother was thinking. Because he wasn't really like
Oh,
sleep. He was like dozing off.
yes.
Yeah. So it's like everything that's happening is understandable.
Yeah.
But I was like,
And you're
he must, yeah,
and
he
you're
must
not
feel
thinking
guilty. Yeah.
that something like this would happen. Most of the things you do, you're not thinking, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I don't know. Even if I'm walking at night, Granted, it might be dangerous, but if I'm in a nicer neighborhood, I'm not thinking, oh, somebody's going to come attack me or, oh, somebody's going to come abduct my child. You just don't think that. You
Yeah,
shouldn't have to think that. You shouldn't have to be
exactly.
afraid of that happening.
Exactly. Upon investigation, authorities told Donna that all of the information she was given was false. No one with a sister named Lisa Morris had given birth at Grady Memorial Hospital. Lisa has never been identified. That's crazy. So she had this plan from the beginning.
Yeah, she was probably at the hospital scouting for who for a target.
Hmm.
I was thinking
I know what
Mark
you meant.
and Target, so I said
Yeah.
Tark for Mark.
Yeah.
She was looking for a Mark. Um,
Yeah.
and
And
yeah,
she
just so happened
probably
to.
picked her because she was 16.
Yeah, I was thinking about how trash the Atlanta Police Department is, but so I've heard from people that
Oh.
actually work in law enforcement have talked about
Oh.
how
Wow.
yes, that work in law enforcement here that have talked about the difference between Athens PD and Atlanta PD.
Hmm.
But the Atlanta Police Department lost Raymond's case file sometime after his disappearance and had to launch a new investigation. They believe Raymond may have been sold for adoption outside of the United States. In all honesty, though, the information that she had given them was not true. It wasn't reliable information anyway. So, would it have even been helpful had they not lost what the case file? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, they had her description and everything in there. So, but then they still have the sketches. So, yeah. Hmm. Or they
I don't
could have
think it would
just
have made it.
redid the sketches. Yeah. But yeah, that makes
Yeah, because
sense.
it wasn't too long after his disappearance that they lost the case file.
Yeah. Yeah. And then how did they lose it? How do you
Cause they're
just lose a whole case file?
trash. Cause they're trash. I
Yeah.
said it with my chest. You could cancel us if you no, don't cancel.
Us. Look.
Again, you cancel me. I don't care. Again, this is coming from someone that I know who works for Athens PD, and they work with like they all know each other. Atlanta PD, Athens PD, they all kind of like intermix and mingle, and they would tell you like Atlanta is the wild wild west. That's what I heard.
Mm. I mean, Atlanta in general. You know what? Let me not, because
It's not a
Atlanta
real
is just,
place.
yeah, I was going to say it's not a real place. And then, like, what if their police department is saying the same thing about Athens police
Oh
department?
no.
They just
Oh
have
no,
beef. They don't
maybe.
even like each other for real.
Maybe.
So, yeah, but this one, that was the first abduction. Well, no,
Okay.
the first unsolved abduction. So, we are going to move to the second one.
Oh
Do you
wait.
have anything?
Yes. To touch back on what you were saying, like how does that happen? Like that they lose case files? Because it often happens. I I don't know. I guess it was just a time before technology. Like now, it would be really difficult to lose a case file because it's all electronic versus you having a bunch of like stacked files. Maybe they had a lot of cases because you're talking about Atlanta in the 70s. So maybe it was just too much to keep up with. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I still don't. I don't know. I feel like it's no excuse because something happened. It wasn't Atlanta, it was Georgia. When we did the Millbrook twins, didn't their case files get lost?
When was
So
that?
I'm
That was like
like,
the 90s. When was that?
shoot. I think it was the
It's too
90s.
much. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just blame the fact that they
Yeah.
didn't have technology.
Okay. We'll go with that. The second unsolved abduction is that of Tavish Sutton. Tavish was last seen at the Hughes Spalding Pediatric Unit at the Grady Memorial Hospital on March 9th, 1993. He was recovering from a minor surgery. A nurse checked on Tavish, who was in a semi-private room at 6:45 p.m. At the time, two of his roommates' relatives were there, but they were asleep on the sofa. The nurse returned at 7 a.m. only to find Tavish gone.
So Tavish was in the room with them, or were
Hmm.
they in? Oh, okay. You know how you see like on
Yeah.
movies. I've never been to a hospital when a baby was born because ain't nobody ever. I mean, I have, but after I don't know, the baby was already in the room. But you know how like in the movies where
Yeah.
you see them in the room with all the other babies, but that's not what it was. The
This
baby
was
was in the
no,
room with
this
them.
baby, they had already been discharged. They just came back because he had to have a
Oh,
surgery. Yeah.
okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Man, do you know how not you know how bold? Do you know how bold you have to be? How desperate you have to be to kidnap a baby when people are in the room? That's
Yes.
baffling.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking because I was like, okay, it said semi private room. So, oh, it was two other people. So I'm guessing the mom and then two other people and the baby. But still,
Yeah.
yeah.
The previous night, an agitated man attempted to enter the hospital's pediatric wing after 8:30 p.m. The man did not have a pass and couldn't give a legitimate reason for being there. He left before security could be called and has never been identified. He could only be described as tall and skinny and was wearing a baseball cap.
So with that, I'm like, that could have just been what if he really had like family at the hospital, he just couldn't get in and that's why he was mad. That I don't know.
But they're trying to link
That doesn't
this
seem
to,
suspicious to me.
well, yeah, not at a hospital because especially like
Yeah.
ER, weird things happen at night at
Yep.
hospitals.
Yeah, so I don't know
I don't
about
know.
that one, but I mean, if he was out of place, then yeah. Wait, hold on,
And
let
then
me see.
they don't have like the exact time that the abduction occurred. They just know that
Yeah,
from 6:45 until when the nurse came back.
yeah. And then I
Dang.
take that back. So it did say he didn't have a reason. He couldn't tell them why he was there. So never mind. Never mind.
So he he could have just not been involved. Like he could have just been drunk. Like I don't know. He could have just not have had anything to do with this at all.
Yeah,
What if he was drunk? What if he was
yeah.
drunk
And
and
then
trying
I'm
to
like,
tell them he witnessed something,
oh,
somebody
excuse
running
me.
out with a baby or something? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because this, unless he was like a distraction, unless he was like there with somebody.
I thought about that too when I first read it. I was thinking, what if he
Yeah,
was
because I
a
was like, there's no
distraction?
mention of him actually being seen with a baby
Okay.
because he couldn't even get in the hospital or get into that wing anyway.
Yeah. Maybe.
So maybe he was working with somebody. Another suspect was a woman who was seen carrying a curly haired baby by witnesses inside and outside the hospital. She was around 25 years old with almond shaped eyes, strong cheekbones, and a medium brown complexion. She was about 5 feet 5 inches and 160 pounds. She has yet to be identified. The family that shared the room with Tavish was investigated and cleared as suspects. This one is even more, well, not even more frustrating. They're both frustrating, but for this to happen for any of them, because this was like, how many abductions? Where is security?
I was gonna
Do y'all
ask,
not
did they
have
not have
cameras or
that's what I was gonna
anything?
ask.
Anything. So, yeah, that for them, yeah, for any baby to be taken from a hospital, like what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. This was a while ago, though. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what you don't. That's not what I'm trying to say. Usually, something like this has to happen in order for the. Unfortunately, usually something like this has to happen in order for them to take precautionary measures, which
Mhm.
I guess where's the precaution if it's already happened, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe they didn't have cameras or maybe they weren't working. Wasn't this not because it's a public hospital, correct? Like, it's not a
Yes.
private institution. Okay. And it wasn't the best of conditions. It was for like low income families, right? Mostly like a city hospital.
Like the way it started out, yeah.
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 So I don't know
Could that be why? I hate to be like that, but
that they just
if
didn't
this
care.
was true, yeah, they just probably didn't care.
I don't know. I don't know. And I
Yeah.
don't know. Anytime I go to a hospital, it always seems there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot going on. But now, there's cameras. There's cameras everywhere. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Police think that Tavish Sutton may have been abducted by a woman pretending to be pregnant and wanting to have a child. They believe that this woman lived between 4 and 24 miles away from the hospital, so fairly close. However, there has been no evidence to support this theory. Both cases remain unsolved. Final thoughts.
I don't really have many, but I wonder, so the first few abductions, I wonder like how they went about investigating those to where they could find the babies just like that within, cuz yeah. Oh, well, with Raymond, I get it cuz she did go home.
Yeah.
But Tavish, I don't understand how, yeah, somebody could just walk out of the hospital with a baby.
Yeah, and this was 93. The
Yeah,
other one happened in
Tavish.
78 and you had those attempts up until 93, so it's like you
Mhm.
said, where's the security? Where are the cameras? You would think that the security in that wing especially would be on high alert.
Yeah, you would think.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one I was just like lost because I'm like, how does this happen that many times? What was
Yeah.
going on in Atlanta back then? And
I don't know. I was listening to a podcast called In the Fall Line, and they have a two-part episode on the Grady Memorial Hospital and the abduction. So it's like the hospital, the conditions, the time period, and the
mm,
abductions, like how it all plays
I feel
together.
like I
And
listened to
they
that.
mhm, they mentioned that the KKK around that time, for whatever reason, was really active then, and that they could have been linked to some of the Grady Hospital abductions. But I don't know, because if you're talking about the witness statements and them giving the testimony on the person's physical appearance, I don't know that they would necessarily be working with the KKK. I don't know,
Yeah.
because they were black women, so I don't know. But it was a
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, I feel
If
like
there's
I
money
listened to that
involved,
podcast a few years ago
yeah, there were
because
like
I think a lot of
interviews.
a lot of their episodes are focused like on Georgia, I think. Cuz I believe
Okay,
they covered the Millbrook twins too.
okay,
Yeah. But no, they're a really good podcast.
but yeah, they brought that up, and then just brought up the level of crime in Atlanta during that time, and then that it was around the crack epidemic, and so I don't know. Maybe people were desperate if there was money involved. Like, say they were selling these kids, these babies. or giving, selling them into some sort of adoption ring, I guess. Maybe they were
Yeah.
desperate for money. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, I don't know how they could let it happen. Especially like after the first time, you would think security would be ramped up, but
Yeah. It wasn't actually, this don't have nothing to do with the cases. It had something to do with the hospital, though.
oh, okay.
I don't think it was filmed there, but wasn't, wait, The Walking Dead, that's what it was. They were, one of the settings was Grady Memorial Hospital, like in the earlier seasons, I believe.
Was that the hospital Rick was in?
I
Like when he
believe so. Hold on.
Oh no. Yes, it was
No, no,
season
no, no.
5. No, it says Grady Memorial Hospital season 5. Is that
Oh,
the one
okay.
with what is his name? I just want to call him Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh,
Oh, stop and I watch
you
Abbott
said what was his name on the
Elementary.
show?
No, what is his name? Tyler something?
Mm, I think
Tyler.
so. I'm drawing a blank because I think his
No, we're
name
gonna
on The
give this
Walking
man
Dead
the
was like
respect.
Noah or something.
Tyler James Williams, because I have a bit of a crush on him. Tyler James Williams. Is that the season?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're in that hospital and it's that community that they okay. Ooh, Walking Dead. If you've never watched Walking Dead, shame on you. Go watch Walking
I
Dead.
stopped. I stopped.
Ooh. I stopped, but then I restarted and was like, oh my gosh. I never should have stopped. It's so good. But
Okay.
okay.
Grady Memorial Hospital.
Yes. Yeah, so that is all on Grady Memorial Hospital.
Please follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast. I don't know about Facebook. TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, yeah, I have not posted on Facebook in forever. I'm not even, well, I'm on Facebook, but I'm not. So we can take
Same.
that
I'm on
out.
there, but
Yeah.
I'm not. That's you.
Um, Also, if you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and like the show, please go ahead and give us a 5-star rating. And if you're feeling extra strange, please write a review. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and comment.
Smash
Leave
and
comments.
com yeah,
And if they are
comment.
going to be, yes, if
Cause I squabble
if
up.
you want to leave us,
Squabble up.
no, for real, if you are going to leave negative comments, please let it be like constructive criticism so we can, I mean, who doesn't need constructive criticism? So
No, that's true.
just be respectful
Be
so we can
respectful. This
learn and
is
grow and get better. Thank
be
you.
respectful. Be respectful. And if you have questions over something that was said, you can definitely ask us. You can always email
Mm-hmm.
us, and because Dee will block you. She got the little block fingers. I'll be ready to squabble up. But Dee will block you because she's a
Look,
professional. Okay.
I have to be quick because I have to get it before you see it
And
because
that's
I know
fine.
you.
That's fine. But yes, come and get strange with us. We would love to hear from you. What did you think of this week's episode? If you have any additional information on Grady Memorial Hospital, if you're a Grady baby, I know that's what they call them, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Please send us
Yes.
your feedback, episode suggestions, horror, thriller, slasher, and true crime movie or documentary review suggestions, or any inquiries about being a guest on the show. You can email those submissions to it's a strange world after all at gmail.com or DM us on any other social media platforms previously mentioned.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of It's a Strange World After All.
And thank you, as always, for keeping it strange with us. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.